this one I'm going to take you on a little behind the scenes journey of the track listing and a little more in depth of what each track is about and how they came to be. Life is the intro to the album and a kind of little insight onto how I was feeling when I started to put this album together, and a little insight onto what was going on in my head at the time, and I feel it sets the tone and it gives you a chance to be like, I know what I'm going to experience here, and I know that it's going to be personal and real and some raw emotion, but also some fun parts too. Life is just a short part of the future because it was one of those things, it left you wanting more and to hear what that whole entire story of that chorus was trying to tell you, and you obviously get to hear it at the end of the album, but you go on that whole entire journey first, and then the future kind of recreates that story that it was trying to tell you if you didn't really know what it was. Of course, when people listen to music, they make their own stories up, and that's what I do when I listen to music, and I want you to do this with this record. So by all means, don't take this story and think this is what the song's about and this is what the songs have to be about. You don't. If you listen to a song and you relate to it in a completely different way, then you relate to it that way. Like Listen I'm Here was the very last songs we put on the album, and I think you probably can gather that from the factor that I look completely different to the rest of the tracks on this video for you all. So it was one of those things where there was already a song there, but I just didn't really like it anymore. It just wasn't something that I felt connected with, and I felt like if I was to put that out and I didn't connect with it, then it kind of wouldn't feel right to me, and it probably would have been that one song that you all wanted to hear and I just didn't want to sing. And I feel like I've done that before, but I'll tell you about that in another video. This song's all about someone that feels very, very lonely and feels like no one can see them and feels like they're always on the outside looking in so many situations in life. They feel like they're always the last one picked on the team. They feel like they're always the one that gets left out when their friends do things and they're never really there, and that's kind of what this whole song is about. It's all about realising that sometimes people can feel very, very lonely, and I love this song because to me it just kind of says a lot of feelings sometimes about how you feel about being on the outside looking in and feeling like you are trying so hard to do things, to achieve things, and you just aren't getting anywhere and you really wonder why, and that's what this song's all about, realising why sometimes people can feel like that. Boys is a song that was originally meant to be on The Fun in Life, but it just didn't feel like it fitted the record, so it just didn't make it. And now I'm so happy I get to share it with y'all. It kind of is all about the experiences that a lot of people go through. Sometimes boys just want one thing in life, and I feel like I don't have to tell you what that one thing is, but I'm sure you all know. And basically it was kind of one of those things, it was like, I really don't want that. No, I don't. I want something much more than just that. I want to get to know someone, I want to connect with them and do like fun things and all that with them. And this was my way of saying, do you know what, sometimes you think you've met that person, and for me, I thought I'd met someone like that, but unfortunately they didn't like this, and they were making me choose between that, and I didn't want to choose between that because this is something I love. And as I found out with like doing songs like Losing Myself, this isn't just a character that I put on it, it's just another part of me that you all get to see and love just as much as I do. That's kind of what this song's all about, because you shouldn't give in to the bullshit, because one day you will find that one person. The funny side, it's a really old song of mine that I wrote years ago when I was in college. I wrote it all about how that sometimes you can be getting made fun of, or people can laugh at you or laugh at something, and you really just don't see what the joke is, and you don't realise sometimes that you are the joke. And sometimes you can be like having a laugh with people and you're laughing along with them, and it is those moments where you then realise, wait a minute, they're not laughing along with me, they're laughing at me. And it kind of makes you wonder sometimes, then what is it's wrong, what do I have to change, and things like that. And take time, you don't have to change anything, because as you love yourself and you're happy with who you are, then all these people that don't get you and don't love you for you are people that you don't have to have in your life. Don't worry guys, if you're one of those people in the world who makes jokes just like me and no one finds them funny, apart from yourself, I am there for you all. You see the tumbleweed roll by. That wasn't a joke, but Waterfall is a brand new song that was written for this record. It was the last song that was written to be put on it because, like I said before, I went through the records and it was just full of these lovey-dovey songs that were just demos that were sitting there, and I was like, something's missing off this album, it doesn't feel right, and I changed the whole entire track listing. And I wrote this song because I was feeling really in my head about everything and really worried about lots of different things, and I felt like I couldn't function properly because I couldn't focus on the important things that I should have been focusing on. I couldn't put my head into work. I just wanted to laze about and do nothing, and it kind of was me being like, do you know what, it feels like a waterfall. It feels like it just keeps going and stopping, and it's so strong, and sometimes it's soft, and sometimes it's like rough, and sometimes it's just all over the place, and sometimes it's just right. Losing Myself was the first single that you all know and you all love, and for me this was the song that changed a lot how I wrote and changed how I viewed tracks sometimes, because for me it was something that was like really personal, because I love getting to do drag, and getting to do something that I love is amazing, but sometimes you can get so caught up in all of this that you forget the most important thing is what's under this. And obviously people do drag for various different reasons, and I do it to be another part of myself that I don't get to be in my normal day-to-day life. And this whole song for me came at a pure primal point, because a lot of people were talking about the same issues of how they felt disconnected from their true self because of drag, and it was me realising that maybe I wasn't losing myself, I was just realising the real me. And that was me saying that it's not two separate characters. It's not you in your day-to-day life and then you in drag. It is just another part of you that people get to see and get to love and get to experience. Thank you so much for watching this episode of A Look in the Box. I'm so happy to see you all loving and enjoying the album, and I'm so happy that I get to share this little behind the scenes look at it with you all. So comment below what your favourite tracks are, what you would like to find out about the album, and what else you would like to see on this channel. Thank you so much for all your support, and I will see you all in the next one.